Good morning, everybody. Mr. Galena here. Quick tutorial on how to change your walls, specifically your affordable home wall. So the default wall that comes in is just going to be your basic Autodesk Revit wall, but in order to make it Habitat for Humanity, we need to add our own specific wall. Now, you guys did this on your shed activity, but you need to follow the constraints to get full credit in order to create that specific affordable home wall. So first thing, always, we're going to go to new, and a lot of kids mess up here, but we want it to be Imperial Architectural Template. Now you're going to get towards the end, if you hit construction template and you get towards the end of this project, a lot of your drawings won't align and you're going to lose some credit. So make sure it's Imperial Architectural Template. Press OK. As this is opening up, I want you to take note, I have the specific wall on Schoology, and we're going to create this wall inside our Revit. I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to wall, and the basic wall is selected. Now if I pull this down here, it's going to give me a bunch of different walls, but none of this is our habitat wall. So we need to create a custom wall for this project. So you're going to click on Edit Type. And what it does, it takes the basic wall and it creates a second one of them. So we're going to say duplicate this wall. And we have to give it a name. In this case, I'm going to call it Galena _ Habitat Wall. And you can name it whatever you want, just be appropriate. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and edit that wall. Now inside the basic wall, there isn't anything, there's just an 8-inch thickness here. So we're going to insert a few layers. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to copy what's inside this one. So the exterior side, so the outside of your house is on the top and the interior side is on the bottom. So let's just start on the top and work our way down, because siding is one that's not default, so we have to actually do a little bit more detail work on it. So the first thing we're going to do is says structure, category. Now, it gives you some basic materials that are used a lot, but siding just doesn't happen to be one of them. So we need to go create a new one. So right here where you see the little plus sign, you click on that little button, it says create new material. And your new material name comes in as default new material. So I want to name that rename. I'm going to rename that Habitat Siding. And then what I have to do is I need to go find that material. And you hit these three little lines right here. And you would think that siding is actually under S, but it's not. It's under H, horizontal siding. So you scroll down to H. And you're going to see here horizontal gray, white, beige, 8-inch, 4-inch. It doesn't matter which one you're picking. We could change the colors later. But right now I'm going to pick horizontal 6-inch gray. And all you're going to do is hit these three little, the two little arrows here, and it puts it in there. And the other thing you're going to do is where it says graphics, just like you did on the shed, you're going to click, oh, not there, I'm sorry. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Boom, boom, boom. Pattern. Yeah. You go under pattern, and you're going to want to go horizontal as well. Press OK. And what that does is when we show it in black and white, it's going to show you actually have siding there. And now you need to give it a dimension. In this case, we're going to give it 1/2 inch. And then we're going to go on to the next one. Now if I pull over what actually is inside my wall here, and let me put this in this corner here. Whoops, sorry. The next thing we're going to do is plywood sheeting. Click on the category. And let's just see if it's there. Yep, plywood sheeting is there. So all you have to do here is click, press OK, and it adds it into the wall, and we know it's 3/4 inch. Perfect. Now I'll go see what the next one is. It's the vapor barrier. Click the category. The vapor retarder is what they're calling it. Add that in. I think they're giving it 1/8 inch. And then the next one is the default mass exterior wall. So what this is like your stud layer. And that's also in these project materials. So you go up to default mass exterior wall. And we're going to give that 5.5 inches. So 5/2. And then the last thing is your gypsum board, which is your drywall in North America. Around the world, they call it gypsum board. And that's also in your project materials. Right there. And as we get going, we can go in and change the paint colors and that kind of stuff. And this is 1/2 inch. So this is what your basic Galena habitat wall would be, and this is what you would use for all of your exterior walls. Okay, the one that you have to go and actually find is siding, and if you follow that quick tutorial, you know, at the beginning of this video, you'll be just fine. So I'm just going to press OK here, press OK, and now if you look over here, the basic Galena habitat wall is there to use. So if I remember right, my original housing structure was 35 by 25. And I remember I want to make sure that they're 8 feet walls, so I'm going to switch this to 8. I'm just going to bring down all of those walls. And you can see here why that pattern was important, because now we know that that's the Galena wall, and we know that's exterior. The one thing you want to check, and this happens all the time, you see these arrows? That means your siding is on the inside. So you want to make sure all of your siding is on the outside. And if I look at this in the 3D world, I scroll in, yep. If I look at it realistic, realistic, I should have this in colors. Perfect. Awesome. All right.